Our motoring tip of the week concerns defending against rust. Believe me, you're fighting a losing battle, but you want to make the fight and the effort in spite of that. Now, it's a multi-pronged attack. It starts out with buying a quality vehicle right up front, and some brands and some makes and models are significantly better against inhibiting or retarding rust than others. Some vehicles, and you find out this the hard way 10 years later, are really prone to rust damage. The vehicle we're working on today, we were doing brake lines on it a week ago, and we discovered a couple of problems. Now, situation here is that some dirt and mud collected in behind the inner fenders. We had to take the inner fenders out to get at the brake lines to replace them. Noticed a big pocket of sodden muck and leaves and debris, basically just dirt that had slung off the front tires over 10, 12 years of operation of this vehicle, and it collected in the back of the inner fender. Now, what happens when this collects enough is eventually it stays wet, gets some road salt in there and the moisture, and it'll eat a hole through the fenders in areas where it collects. So you want to try and clean it out of there. But going back to what I said earlier, multi-pronged attack, make sure you keep your vehicle clean all the time, wash it regularly, because photochemical smog that gets on your vehicle when it gets wet will cause etching and rusting your vehicle. Make sure that you wax it on a regular basis. Make sure that you opt for the underbody spray when you go through the car wash. And if you're a real car buff or car nut and you like to tinker with cars on a Saturday morning in your driveway, well, with a jack and some safety stands, you can take the wheels off and get into some of these areas. Now, on this vehicle here, on our Yukon, it's just a matter of pulling out about 6 or 8 of these plastic rivets that are in the inner fender. There's a special tool for taking them out, and they're reusable. Make sure you don't damage them. You can also use a small screwdriver or a little tack remover to lift them up carefully and pull them out. But the inner fender comes out and you can pull it back rather easily, and you can actually see that dark area right there. And the reason it's dark is it's actually wet, and that's just mud that's come off the front wheel and collected in the bottom of the inner fender. If that sits there long enough, it'll eat a hole through there. You know, if you're a handyman, do-it-yourself, or you'd like to tinker with your car a bit, certainly a floor jack safety stands on a Saturday morning in the summertime, great time to pull the wheels off the car, take these inner fender liners out. You can get in there with your hose, wash all that debris out, and you can buy some corrosion inhibitor to spray in there. There's several companies in Canada, Crown and Rust Check, that do a great job of spraying your car underneath, and believe me, it's money well spent in the early years of the car, because it will pay off 6 to 8 years down the road when your car still looks perfect and everybody that didn't do the extracurricular rust protection has damage on their cars. So as a tinkerer, to remove these plastic liners, covers, anything that's trapping dirt and corrosion into your vehicle, and wash it out and protect it, and that'll slow down the process of the rust. But it won't stop it. That's your motoring tip of the week.